Hello, thank you for taking the time to watch this short video. These are emails that we receive all the time on Dr. Dahan Live Show, and I really appreciate your support and certainly always appreciate all the emails that I receive. Dr. Dahan, your professional advice, it says, in your show has been such an incredible blessing. And to think that you have been doing this for months, even before the virus, shows great dedication. And on top of it, it's all free. What a deal. Now to my question. Thank you very much for this comment. I appreciate it. We have indeed been blessed that we started this in December and actually had, launched it in October of 2019, and December was the official date of when it launched. And I'm very proud with this, that we had anticipated nothing, actually. How would we have known that anything was going to happen? But this has been a blessing, and we are at the forefront of all of this development, and I appreciate that. Now to my question. He says, I have a limited amount of money to keep my doors open at this point. I had been struggling already for several months, so the virus amplified my problem. Where should I put my efforts at this point? Well, if you don't have enough money to keep your doors open, this is the time now to let go of some of your staff, let them go on unemployment if they have to, reduce your hours, and just refocus on the amount of work or effort or energy and money that you can spend on just perhaps 1 or 2 days a week. If you did not have enough money to keep you going before on a full-time basis, you should be able to now stay open perhaps a day. So let me just give you an example. Let's say as a small clinic you were seeing, let's say 20 or 30 patients per week, 30 office visits per week. Not enough to maintain, but you were hoping to grow. Well, comes the pandemic, what should you do? Number 1, reduce your days, like I said, from, let's say, 5 down to 2. Make sure that all your patients are scheduled on the time that's most appropriate for them and for you. Number 2, let go. If you have 1 employee or 2 employees, let them go. Do the work yourself. Perhaps get some help from a spouse or a partner or somebody that can help you out if you need to. But you shouldn't if your volume is low. You should be able to handle it all by yourself. Number 3, call and make sure that you find all of the best rates on anything that you purchase, anything that you have. You'll get some help on that. Number 4, make sure that you get any money that you're able to get from the government. They're handing out money today. They're making sure that you're able to survive. Get whatever you can. It's legal, it's ethical, and it's out there. So take it. Thank God for America, and thank God for what we have. This is an opportunity. Here's last but not least. Call also your landlord. Ask if you do not own the building, which I'm assuming according to the email you probably don't. Call the landlord and ask whether or not you can have a break. Maybe 2-3 months of no payment. I would get a little bit of leeway. So if you decrease your expenses and maintain the least amount that you can pay and try to maximize your income, you'll find a balance in there which is at least comfortable for the time. And here's the part that is so critical. Get on some walking shoes. Get yourself a bunch of flyers and walk around the neighborhoods and distribute them. Put them in all the mailboxes. Go ahead and park your papers on every single part that you can, everywhere. Put them on cars. Give them to a different organization. Wherever you can, whatever you have access to, promote. Market your office. This is the time you have. I'll tell you something which is interesting. Back in the late 80s and the early 90s, I was still in practice. I became a consultant back in 1994. Prior to that, for about 10 years or so, I was in practice. I had 2 very large clinics. I did extremely well. At the very beginning of my practice, interestingly enough, I actually went out with my kids and myself. We would go through all of the street in the city. My wife would be on one side of the street. I would be on the other side. Each flyer is on hand. My wife would be pushing a stroller with the baby that we had. The other child was running around, and we would walk from street to street, block by block, house to house, and put in flyers. Whatever I had to do to promote myself was necessary. I did it. And it was inexpensive. What does it cost to distribute flyers? So if you can't send out 5,000, 6,000 mailers, but you have the time now, why not print them in and then go ahead and take them out yourself? You deliver them. You've got nothing else to do. Market yourself. This is the best that I can tell you. I hope to hear good news from you, and I wish you the best in what you do. Thank you very much for your email, and thank you for your kind comments. It's appreciated. God bless you.